Oh, nice.
How beat is that?
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports One. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Port. Once again, it is the Barnes and Tony show. Matthew in transit will be here shortly. Michael may be in the vicinity. Who knows?
I saw he was shooting hoops this morning, dude.
He was shooting hoops.
Yeah,
wow.
dude.
Wow. I feel like it's been a little while for him with that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it could be. Definitely been a while for us, dude.
I know. But now it's golf season,
Yeah.
You're pumped too. So.
No, I am pumped, dude.
But a lot to get to, and of course, sometimes I wear. Tony.
I didn't even do anything this time.
What is it a Wi-Fi thing?
I think it's this cable thing, dude.
Oh, is that an HDMI or no?
I didn't even do anything. It's a USB-C.
USB-C. We appreciate everybody hanging in there momentarily. Here we are. All right. So, most of the time wearing a Yankee jersey, going to a Yankee game. That would apply tonight. We'll get to the disaster of last night, but obviously I'm pumped for tonight. It's going to be hot, but I think the Yankees will be fired up. And like I said,
so hot.
We will talk about that momentarily. But I mentioned golf, Tony, and we do have a leaderboard update.
Hit me with it.
So the leaders have shifted a little bit, but as we finished round one yesterday, we had Victor Hovland, who shot a 64. So Victor Hovland, younger golfer, hasn't really broken through yet, hasn't won any big tournaments. Looking for his first major. He is a Norwegian. And he did shoot 64 yesterday. Right now, he's one shot back of Mark Hubbard and Justin Rose. Mark Hubbard having a great round today, 5 under through 12, shot 3 under yesterday. And then Justin Rose is 3 under through 7. He's also tied at 8 under. And joining Hovland at 7 under is Aaron Rye, Jimmy Walker, the former PGA champion. So a 3-way tie for second. And then we have a slew of golfers at 6 and 5 under par, including Scotty Scheffler and Jordan Spieth. So a crowded leaderboard, a lot of names at the top. And also to give some recognition to a veteran PGA golfer here. How about Zach Johnson, 47 years old, 2-time major champion, hasn't done anything in a while here. A 66 yesterday. So showing the short game, the shorter course, what it's all about. But this is a packed leaderboard. Looking forward to see how it plays out, over the weekend. And of course, we will bring you another leaderboard update before the end of the show. And like I always do when I do these leaderboard updates, our dog still is Dylan Fratelli, 9 over 80 yesterday for Dylan Fratelli.
Jeez.
And then right above him, Seamus Power also shot 77, as did Russell Knox and Matt Wallace. And just taking a look near the bottom, I don't know if there's really any other surprises. Max Homa, 2 over par. Jim Furyk, 2 over par as well. So those guys will need to rally today to make this cut, which right now is 1 under par, but I wouldn't be surprised by day's end if that moved to 2 under, 3 under. So we'll have to see about that. I was talking to you yesterday. I mean, not yesterday, but talking to you about yesterday's round with me on the course. And I was telling you how Pound Ridge, excellent course, so well manicured, and it was nice. We were in under 4 hours. Probably the first 7 or 8 holes. Didn't have to wait at all. Then we caught up to the group in front of us. Hot start. And just I was mentioning to you how, ended up with a 98. But, just those couple blow-up holes, and unfortunately, a couple turned into 5 holes. So you think about, an 18-hole round. That's almost a third of the holes were blow-ups, which resulted in that. But 3 7s, 8, 9, and an 8. And with the 9, I mean, so I was talking to you about how teed off, low shot, hit the wood stump. Like you have like a wood curb on it was like that, but a small piece. slams off it, just couldn't get it up in the air. Do that. And then I hit another shot, which hits into a rock field. So then I have to drop. Then I hit another shot, Tony. Hit a 3-wood, pop it up in the air 20 feet. And that's what resulted in a 9. A couple shots after we're fine. So that was tough. Rebounded, though, did make, I want to say, a 55-foot birdie putt.
Get out of town.
On a par 3. And it was so sick, too, because it was one of those where, it was just a perfect line. Hit it so hard, might have rolled 10 feet past the hole, but right to the stick it in. So that was nice. And then, just last couple of holes, just a little shaky with the driver, but hey, work in progress. But anytime, you could go under 100 at a tougher course, you'll take it, look to improve, which I will look to do tomorrow.
Do you think it was just because, early in the season, maybe you're not in prime golf shape with the back 9 kind of tough?
No, it's just really, having a strong emphasis on fundamental, because there's always those just slight tweaks that make the world of difference in terms of your grip, your feet. And that's, those couple times. And it's just just avoiding those blow up holes is so big. As talking sports with Jake chimes in here.
Never been able to hit my driver. LOL, he says. I'm in the same boat, Jake. Tough, dude.
The history with me and my driver is unbelievable.
And you've taken lessons, right?
I've taken lessons. Going back to when I was younger too. Used to have a huge slice. That was it like that for 15 years. And then out of nowhere, Tony, developed a hook. Then had almost a year where I wasn't even hitting my driver. I was hitting a 6-iron off the tee because every single drive right into the ground, 30 yards. Couldn't get it in the air. Went to the lesson, get the grip right. Got it down. So, compared to that, we definitely are a lot, better well off. Definitely have a lot more confidence in it now. Just looking for that real consistent run. The problem is, maybe I'll hit 65 to 70% of my drives pretty good, but those 30% cost me sometimes, when you're hitting it low or you're pulling up, there's just so many things that you have to do. One little thing, it just changes everything, throws it all off.
I know, it's ridiculous.
But I know you're pumped.
I am pumped, dude. End of the month, we got it. We're going golfing.
Let's go, dude.
You know where
I'm golfing tomorrow? Your favorite spot?
Fairchild Wheeler?
Yeah.
No way.
Didn't choose it. Would have never booked the time there.
That's ridiculous.
But my friends, 3 of them were going, and they had one open spot. So obviously, I'm gonna go.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yo,
fresh
dude.
Cut, Matthew, or no?
Yeah,
Let's
dude.
go.
It's so hilarious because I wanted to keep the curls.
I feel like you haven't cut your hair in a minute, no?
It's been
Like that?
Last time I had a haircut was the last 3 haircuts I've gotten have all been for the weddings. And it's been I wait till the last minute.
Right. So
Uh-huh.
it looks fresh.
2 months apart.
And I just got my haircut 2 days ago.
I got my haircut this past weekend.
There we go. All right.
Yep.
Now Michael just due for a little buzz cut. No,
Oh, no. I don't think you can get him in a chair.
are we 10 years out on that or no?
I don't know, dude. It's up in the air. I feel like
Yeah.
one day it's just going to be cut,
Yeah.
and we're not even going to know. And it's just going to roll in.
And has there been any trims, or has it been years of nothing?
He definitely has gotten trimmed. You can tell. I don't know if he buzzes himself, the sides and the neck.
Okay, little shape.
But he definitely got he's definitely got some
Work
cuts at my
accident.
mom's
We're
place,
okay, though.
dude. Yeah, it's all right. No one wants to listen to me.
He was,
Yeah.
he was just being
Yeah.
courteous.
No, yeah, it's okay. Bye, Matt.
But I don't know. He definitely should just surprise us though. Imagine how shocking that'll be. He comes in, he gets my haircut. He
Shocking.
Walks
dude.
in the studio.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Have you ever seen him with long hair? Or with short hair,
No.
rather?
No.
In grad school, he had short hair.
Short hair.
Yeah.
Okay. And when he played basketball too, or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
As far as I know, this is
because
yeah.
I know people do it in the NBA, but it's definitely a hassle. You're sweating, all that hair, playing basketball. It's got to be tough.
Oh my
on
god.
a day like today.
Yeah, I used to rock a man bun. I don't know if you knew that, Brian.
No. Do we have any photos?
Your
Mother is, if she's listening.
My
sets the
parents
world right.
definitely have photos. And it was my senior year, I had it of college. So playing rugby with it, you could imagine sometimes it would really get in the way, dude. Tough.
It's funny. I haven't really done that too much. I want to say definitely just since I've known you, however long you've grown your hair, I haven't even had it that long before.
That's
you know what I mean?
crazy.
And not the
Yeah.
you're and I feel like your hair for a while gets thicker, not so much longer. I don't know.
Yeah,
because
it curls.
Grows outward.
Yeah, because it's all curly and shit, dude.
You got a little afro, huh?
Yeah, dude. I wish I could grow a fro. If I could grow a fro, I probably would grow a fro.
I'm gonna grow it out again.
I'm gonna grow it out again.
Grow it out again, dude.
I was Matt, I was talking about
so fucking hot in here.
You know, I was saying,
yeah, dude. Summer's great, bro.
I was just gonna say that.
I love summer, dude.
No, dude. I mean, Tony,
love the heat.
It's the room, dude. It's not like it's outside.
If we had an air conditioner, it would be great.
Oh, you mean if you had
ventilation,
something that would
HVAC,
make it colder? Would make yeah, dude. That'd be sick.
Look at you, dude, with your Birkenstocks and your beautiful downtime,
dude. I'm about to
Birkenstocks. I can't believe you don't sweat through those. I really don't.
They're open toe shoes. What's
but the base? How is the base not sweating on a day like this?
Nah,
the
dude.
base,
these are broken in. Dude.
So
Also,
your feet don't sweat in general?
No, they do sometimes, but also with the Birks, I mean, you throw a little powder in there, a little Go Bomb powder.
Ooh.
You know, there's no moisture down there.
How are you like that with like those type of sandals? Would you sweat through them?
I don't wear them.
Yeah, no, neither do I. But I'm saying if you had, like, would you sweat through them?
I don't think it. No,
dude,
no,
they're great for your feet. Call me crazy, dude, because I have
You're
like
crazy, dude.
over the years.
Are you crazy?
Of being an athlete, I've developed a little bit of a bunion on my feet, dude. From cleats and shit, dude. Call me crazy, dude. Wearing Birks a lot. I swear to God, dude.
Bunion.
It's making it better, man.
Good, dude. Yeah, it's probably like that nice, like almost lamb skin.
Yeah, exactly. And I've been really worried about my mother when she saw I had a bunion. She's like, "Oh, you have to get surgery, dude. You know, you have any idea what the surgery is to get that taken care of, dude?
The bunion man. You're the bunion man,
Tony.
What the fuck,
camera,
man?
dude?
Had a little technical difficulties.
It's the heat, bro.
Have it all.
I was just saying, I was tight. Ended up, whatever, under 100 is not the worst thing. But yesterday when I was golfing, at Pound Ridge, Matt. So got off to a great start, but had 5 holes. Shot 98, but had 5 holes, 7, 7, 7, 9, 8. But still shot 98. So it's like would have broken 90 if I just had like some 6s on those. But
you've broken 90 before, right?
Yeah. Early in the season, just get my feet wet. Course was amazing though. You would have been like,
where was it?
Pound Ridge.
Right
past North San. We were talking about that yesterday.
Ridge.
So it was a good time. And me and Tony were talking about our outing coming up. So pumped to do that with everybody. So just a great time of year.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not a great subject to start with, but we will go there. The world of Major League Baseball.
What a play! Stop it, Skip. And Alonso cracks one of the Mets win the ball game. Out of sight.
And it works at 100 miles an hour. 14 strikeout.
Too deep to left field. There it goes. See ya.
We have a comment, Tony?
Oh yes, Justin Alter, another one of my students is Tony M! Exclamation point. That's me,
he
dude.
calls you Tony M. Is that
Justin
other people
Atler.
call you that? Is that like a
Or
thing?
Alter.
Well, the first letter of my last name is
No,
M,
I
dude.
know that, but I'm saying I've never heard anybody call you.
No, I think that's just obviously your students typically call me professor. Class is over. Don't call me professor anymore. So you can call me really whatever.
Oh wait, it's over, Tony? You're done?
The class that Justin was in with me is over.
Nice.
And he says,
Give him the final and everything?
Yo, dude. Wow. All caps, you, dude.
Wow, dude. I wonder if he sent those backwards. Like he meant to say, yo, Tony M.
Oh, maybe, dude. It's possible.
Quite possible. And then here we have, who's this other guy talking sports with Jake?
Another one of my students.
It's so funny. When he first commented, I thought it was Talking Jake, like from John Boy.
Yeah. What's up with that,
Jake
dude?
with
That's odd. That's
wow.
a
That'd
little
be
too
crazy.
similar.
Yeah, right?
Maybe
And
that
he
was
says
the idea.
He's famous,
dude.
Just
Justin's
know that I'm
famous.
famous.
Is Justin a Yankee fan, Mets fan? What do we got?
That's a really good question. It's kind of tough. I want to say he's
What are you, Justin?
a Yankee
Let us
fan,
know.
yeah.
dude.
I'm sure he's going to tell us momentarily.
Do it now.
Speaking of, though, unfortunately, as our caption says, yeah, it's me, Jake, from class. LOL. That's funny. But as our caption says, the Yankees did get shelled yesterday. All the damage almost in the first inning. 9 runs the Minnesota Twins put up against the Yankees in the first. Gianni Brito, who was the star story of the rotation to begin the year, throws 34 pitches, gives up 6 hits, 7 runs, doesn't strike anybody out, 1 home run and a walk. And the home run was to Michael Taylor. But, just one of those nights. didn't have it. So really that just set the tone for the whole night. I mean, you could argue that maybe they should have taken him out earlier, but it seemed like there was a chance where he could have got out of there, maybe allowing 3 runs. Once that turns to 7, obviously you got to get him out of there. They go with Colton Brewer, Mr. Brewer.
Who the hell is that guy?
Mr.
Brewer.
I think he was on Tampa Bay last year, if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken.
yeah, you were correct.
Yeah,
Yes.
Who had been pretty good, but this was one of those times he doesn't have it either. So he goes 3 in the third, 5 hits, 4 runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, but 3 home runs allowed. Carlos Correa, Michael Taylor, and Julian with home runs. So that's how we got to 9 runs there in the first. Taylor hits another one in the third to make it 11. And then, the Yankee bullpen, rest of the way, when it doesn't matter, of course, goes 5 scoreless, including a scoreless 9th inning by Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. I don't know if that was his first career outing as a pitcher.
I think it was.
It was on at the bar when I was having dinner. I was like, I couldn't believe he was.
Did you almost pass out?
I was like, this is insane. And the only one who really showed up yesterday was Anthony Rizzo. He hit 2 home runs and had a single to go 3 for 4. And the rest of the team had 1 hit and Anthony Volpe single. So
great.
Not what you're looking
the 2
for.
Italians, Tony. There you go.
Love it, dude.
So
Michael loves Rizzo.
It's just one of those things when you wake up in the morning, you have that feeling in the pit of your stomach. But luckily, like we always say, you get right back out there. And really a nice, decisive victory today. At the end of the day, it just doesn't matter. But the one thing I will say is, besides getting Brito out earlier, the hitters, I think they took the wrong approach here. I think they were pressing to do something big to make up for these runs instead of sticking with their approach. Yeah. And that's why you get 2 runs instead of, even if you lost this game.
They played out of themselves.
But even if you lost this game,
yourself.
if you scored 7, it would have felt like, all right, they gave it their best shot. From the 3rd inning on, they outscored them, whatever. But obviously that's not what happened. But before we continue on, a couple more comments.
Yes. Talking sports with Jake says Mets. He's a Mets fan.
Oh, he's a Mets fan. But what about Justin?
Justin never answered, but
he's a Baltimore fan.
Anthony Santander.
No. It's not Santander. It's
Santander.
And
then Before wants to know our thoughts on Tiger shortstop Javier Baez being benched for not hustling and daydreaming yesterday. Are they going to trade him?
No one's going to trade for him.
I didn't even know that happened.
I mean, listen, dude, he's been off to a terrible start. I think he's back like 120 or something.
Terrible last year with the Tigers.
Terrible last year, and he's been absolutely making really
right
stupid, obvious mistakes. For a professional ball player, especially someone like himself too. Honestly, the guy's an absolute bum, if you ask me.
Yeah.
And then Donna Barnaby says, "Good morning from Rhode Island. Have fun tonight at the game, Brian.
Nice.
Bring back a win.
Tonight, Barnes.
Go
beautiful,
Yankees."
Beautiful.
Let me finish the comment, Matthew.
Let's go Yankees.
Let's go Yankees.
There we go. So energy in the building. Nobody's booing. Going to be a packed house tonight.
I can't wait to come to Rhode Island.
I know you're going to crack up about this, and we were talking about this yesterday. So tonight, I'm going with me, Sam, Corey, and his girlfriend. Corey was able to get the tickets. It's bobblehead night. Remember?
Yeah.
Throw the bobblehead around. So I was saying we should have a donation for the studio because I imagine Sam's not going to care about the bobblehead if we are able to get him.
Who's the bobblehead tonight?
Tino.
Oh, Mr. Tino.
We were talking about it yesterday. How sick was Tino Martinez?
Tino Martinez. Sick.
Unbelievable.
Great Yankee.
No, but the intensity, him and O'Neal.
Oh,
talking about duking it out.
I love O'Neal, dude.
Paulie O'Neal, dude.
Yeah.
The Warrior.
Dude, great guy.
The Warrior. You know what? Goose, that's his favorite Yankee of all time. Paul O'Neal.
That's sick Yankee. Goose
is a Met fan.
Yeah.
I was gonna say too, of course, appreciate my mother tuning in. I believe she has one other comment here.
Oh yeah, she said, "Glad I started something. LOL. Go Yankees."
Woo! Let's go. And it was so ironic that yesterday happened though, because it was one of those mornings, when of course, we're always thinking about the Yankees and stuff, but it was one of those mornings where my drive to work, I was really just thinking about, everything we've always talked about, like what we want, what we're going for, teams looking good. I was so hyped up and I just couldn't believe that they laid that egg yesterday. But like I was saying before, I know it's so annoying, we're so tight, but at the same time, it really doesn't matter as long as you.
It's okay.
It's a one-off. It's a one-off.
You could say they all matter, but
yeah,
I know what you mean. Like
going forward, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it doesn't change.
Don't get too nervous about it.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I do. The one thing I did like is like, there's no way tonight that they're not going to put their best foot forward.
No,
Having
absolutely.
Nestor Cortez on the mound, that's the guy you want to send up there. If you're not going to have Garrett Cole, he's a battler. He's a competitor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's going to put his best
Yankee
foot
warrior.
forward.
Paul
He's not
O'Neill.
going to give up 7 runs in the first inning.
Absolutely not. Dude.
Good.
No.
How do you think
Johnny Brito's a
Brito.
young lad, dude? He got shelled.
Yeah, no, I think
everybody gets it.
super important, I think, for Brito would be his next start, honestly. See how he really responds to this. You know, Matthew was alluding to it. Super young, you know, first time he really gets shelled against a team like the Twins, too.
We talk about the Yankees,
Yankee
700
Stadium,
winning
dude.
percentage
Yeah,
against
yeah.
the Twins the last 20 plus years.
So I think it's super important for him as an individual. You know, forget about like if you lose this series or whatever in the stat that you won the first 4 series, whatever. Just like focus on your game and how you can kind of respond and come back to the Yankees in your next start and you know, be someone who can attribute something to the team.
And I don't care how bad yesterday's start was. You know, when we talk about whose spot is more secure, I really hope that his is more secure than Clark Schmidt, because
sucks.
Right? I mean, but bullpen, maybe he'll be okay because he was decent in the bullpen last year. He's not a starter. That's it. He's not a starter.
Nope.
Couple more comments.
Yes, but first, as I was 2-3 with my picks last night, let's go Twins and Rays. Today's my picks are going to be Twins, Blue Jays, and
well, you're going to lose, prefer.
Javi Baez put some.
I mean, he's gonna at least get one win in there. Come on, dude.
But the Yankees are going to crush the Twins, so I hope you don't put too much on.
I don't know who the Blue Jays are playing. The Rays, I guess, right?
I
think they're playing the Rays.
Oh, that should be good. Blue Jays are going to get swept. Not Blue Jays, but Rays are going to get swept this weekend.
Yeah, we got Rasmussen. Oh, dude, but Barrios.
And my mother says,
Barrios.
"Oh, good. Uncle Jamie will come through." LOL. So. Matt actually knows my Uncle Jamie, but
yes, I do.
So you know, he has the mustache and everything. So they think Nestor Cortez looks like him.
Oh, that's funny.
I think there's a little something there. They see more of it than I do, but also I'm not the type of person that is like, I don't know. For some reason, I have a tough time saying like, oh, this person looks like that person. When I know 2 people well, even if there's a similar look, it's like not there, dude. This person's that person. That person's this person. You know, I mean, if you didn't know them well, it'd be different
honestly,
scenario.
Totally understand. Speaking of uncle, though, how's the newborn and your sister?
Yes, they are all doing great. Probably going to see them next weekend. I didn't tell you.
No.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Oh, that's awesome.
Second boy, Patrick, is now an older brother. My mother and father, you know, were visiting with them yesterday.
How many nephews do you have now?
2.
Wow, dude.
Oh, I'm trying to think my cousins and stuff, but just with my
sister.
Yeah. Official title. Uncle Jamie.
But first says Uncle Jamie, save me a flaming Bloody Mary.
That's not Uncle Jamie. That's Pooch's uncle. But good try, prefer.
Honestly, kind of good memory though.
Good memory.
To remember it was someone's uncle.
And honestly, that was so funny.
Flambe,
oh my god, that was hilarious.
Your mother says our little sweetheart with 2 hearts.
Very true.
Talking about you or the newborn?
Both probably.
No, just the newborn.
But yeah, so exciting. I'm excited to meet him next week.
That's dope.
But I also am just so excited to go to the game tonight. And then I think was I telling you that I'm going next week too or no?
No.
Yeah.
But...
So an April record 4 games.
Wow, dude.
I've
been to 5, dude. I've been to 5
in April.
Yeah.
And how about this
year? I've been to 5 already.
How about this?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't plan any of them. Like, you know what I mean? I wasn't planning on going, and then they kind of just happened.
That's how it goes.
But
and that's where
it's like going to Fairchild Wheeler tomorrow, dude.
Fairchild Wheeler.
Dude, you're gonna shoot like a 68.
You're playing at the wheel tomorrow?
Yeah, dude. Let's go.
I'm hoping for
right behind you.
Watch out for those frat dudes that are.
Watch out for those wires.
You know what's out there too? Yotes, coyotes. Yeah, dude. Speaking of coyotes, last week after we finished up practice, like, you know, Reese and I talking about practice by our cars, coyote on the field, a big one, bro. Wow. Shit, dude.
Huge fucking
they're
coyote.
over there, bro.
And I was like, what if he came on the field while we were practicing, dude? Like, what the fuck?
I mean, dude,
yesterday,
just fucking...
or not yesterday, but
I think it was. They're afraid of us.
It was. I think it was.
They always run away,
that
bro.
shit.
I think it was either Easter or Wednesday. I forget, but I was at Sam's and they have it on the Ring camera. Huge bobcat, almost at the front steps.
Holy,
that is crazy. And I saw this right before I'm about to go outside.
Dude, bobcats
I'm like,
I'm
gonna get attacked going to my car. But luckily I was okay.
Imagine being attacked by a bobcat or a yote. Like go like around here. Like that could happen.
Dude,
Yeah.
that'd be
Imagine.
fucking crazy. I have to carry my crossbow with me now.
You should.
You know what I was just thinking about?
I wish we should shoot it later after the show.
That'd be sick.
You know what I was
Outside.
I was just thinking about, Matt?
In the air.
At Michael.
Because we were talking about Fairchild, and it's the hole with the wire. Remember that time, like we were golfing with Nicholas. We were supposed to go to Baltimore.
Yeah.
And remember, like they were behind us or vice versa.
Yeah.
We weren't playing with them, and then I was on the tee, and then like I think I hit a good shot or something, and they were like going, oh. Dude, that was such a classic time.
I know that was a good time.
I'm trying to think.
Baltimore.
Wait, but did we go to Port Jeff after that?
Yeah.
That was a crazy day to golf
Yeah.
and then go to Port Jeff.
Yeah. Where are we gonna go?
To Port Jeff?
Yeah.
Wait,
Matthew
what?
loves Port Jeff.
Wait, I think you're tight about Port Jeff?
No. Just like I don't know. Last
I've been
summer
saying
for a
it.
good like whole summer, honestly, Matt was just like, dude, we gotta go to Port Jeff. Dude, we gotta go out to dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, so funny.
Yeah, no. We used to go all the
'Cause it's
time
just
when we had our
sick.
boat. It was awesome. But obviously, you take the
Get out
ferry
there. Yeah. Mr.
Um,
Ferry.
and go to an awesome seafood place.
Mhm.
What would you guys say? I want to start with Tony.
Wow.
Favorite seafood dish?
Favorite seafood dish?
Yeah.
Linguine de mar.
Oh man, that's so tough, honestly. Honestly, I really enjoy. Oh, dude, yeah, that's what I do. I go seafood with the pasta.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love like zuppa de mussels with like a
Oh,
side of
mhm,
spaghetti.
mhm.
It's so
Oh,
good.
Spaghetti
yeah.
and mussels.
Dude, you can just
Holy
hammer like
No-
50 mussels, like no
Oh,
problem. Honestly, maybe I would have to say that, dude. Honestly,
Wow.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, like a linguine de
Same
mare.
thing.
Well, yeah.
Wait,
Oh.
is there that much difference between that and Fried Diablo?
Well, Fried Diablo is spaghetti and like a spicy red sauce, typically with either shrimp or lobster.
Yeah.
Sometimes they have like a seafood Fried Diablo where it's like all like clams,
that's-
mussels.
yeah, yeah,
and-
That's what I like.
yeah.
But also, I would say even keel with that is a
Yeah.
really well-made shrimp scampi with the linguine.
Oh yeah, the shrimp scampi is also so good, dude.
Can't
No
beat
doubt.
it.
Also, I mean,
Linguine and
like,
clams, dude.
but also like a nice like halibut, like a reganata
oh yeah,
with
Yep.
oh
Yep.
god, dude, like that shit is so good.
yeah, absolutely. So definitely has to get a Port Jeff trip in. So much to do this summer.
No
but
doubt.
luckily,
You
it's
put it on
still
the
spring,
list, bro.
So
Yep.
got plenty of time.
Absolutely, sport.
And summer
Yeah,
doesn't end until September, so we
we gotta wait for a nice, maybe a nice
Got a
cool day.
million
you know?
years.
Yeah, nice cool day. We'll have some cooler weather next week after the scorcher today, and really this weekend. But anyway,
nice
Tony,
and cool on the ferry for you.
you know, of course, like we know now, Mets were off yesterday. Only thing
Yeah.
I wanted to mention before we talk about today's slate, and you briefly mentioned it, but the Rays winning again to go to 13-0. Red Sox once again not doing us
Yeah.
any favors. They go to 5-8. Corey Kluber, like we kind of predicted, getting hammered.
Yeah,
4
dude.
2/3, 4 hits, 4 runs, 1 walk. Did have 7 Ks. And then Richard Bleer, who was he a Met at one point? I know he was on the Orioles.
I don't think so.
You remember Richard or no, Matt?
no.
Richie Bleer?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like he was a Met. I don't know, but he gave up 4 runs in a third of an inning. So obviously you're not going to win games like that. And in terms of the offense for the Rays, Brandon Lau continuing his hot start.
Mr. Lau.
5th home run.
No Mets.
Yandy Diaz his 4th. Orioles in what?
Baltimore, Yankees, Miami.
Miami, and now obviously in Boston. And it's interesting. Jeffrey Springs, he's been a starter. I don't know why this one they had him more of an opener role,
Mhm.
only going 3 innings. But
Interesting.
0.56 ERA in the
Yeah.
early going here. Bristow picking up his first save of the year. Rays 13-0. But like I was saying, I think they're gonna get swept by the Blue Jays.
Yeah, but honestly, like by Barrios tonight pitching for Toronto,
law of averages.
I can see
Tony.
him getting popped.
But think about this: law of averages.
Rasmussen,
Rays due to lose. Barrios due to produce something.
I think maybe.
Give me something.
I feel like maybe Rays lose tomorrow. Well, actually, I don't know because tomorrow Kikuchi on the mound.
But Tony, they can't keep winning.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're going to win forever, but like maybe
Well-
Sunday against Alek Manoah. Put
Well-
Shane McClanahan on the mound for Tampa Bay. Honestly, these are like pretty crazy pitching matchups for them to like have a shot at still winning, dude.
It's crazy with McClanahan too. I feel like he came out of nowhere, and now he's
Literally.
like the best. Like he wasn't like a highly touted prospect.
No,
right?
and like his what is it, my 3rd year in the league, maybe.
Yeah, he won the Cy Young last year.
Yeah.
Just an unbelievable pitcher. Yeah, I mean, obviously tough for Berrios, but like I said, I kind of think he's due to bounce back, and I'm sure that might come into our pick segment.
Right.
If you would, sir, if you want to start with talking about the matchup of the Mets ace this season, Kodai Senga, faced up against former Yankee top prospect James Caprillion, who's had a little bit of tough sledding in Oakland.
Well, yeah, quite a couple bad starts here.
Berrios or Caprillion?
For James. I'd have to maybe take a little deeper dive on James here, but I would say Berrios right now.
Berrios has shown more.
Yeah. James here, though, 2 starts this season, one of them against Cleveland. It was a 12-11 loss in 10 innings. He lasted 5 of those innings, giving up 7 hits, 5 earned runs. And then he got absolutely shellacked by Tampa Bay in an 11-0 loss, 4 2/3, 7 earned runs, gave up 3 homers, a back-to-back too. So, pretty interesting that he's just absolutely just not off to a great start at all. And speaking of off to great starts, I mean, you mentioned Kodai Senga. I would imagine he really wouldn't have much issues getting through this. What are they? 3-7, 3-10, 3-10 Oakland A lineup here. Again, first time the A's are seeing Kodai, first time they're seeing the Mets this season. Senga pitched against Miami twice, pretty well too. That first one was 5 1/3 where we got to some trouble early. Second start was 6 innings, gave up just 1 earned run on just a solo shot. Had 6 Ks and 8 Ks in those 2 starts respectively. I would imagine, like I said, that Oakland's lineup having some issue adjusting to that ghost fork ball, dude. And then on top of that, I mentioned too, Senga has been kind of going to his fastball when he needs to, when players are keying on his off-speed pitches. So I mean, his stuff is there, his pitch selection is there. He's got multiple weapons to use against the lineup. And like I said, I think he should be fanning Oakland A's left and right tonight. I think he's going to get his first double-digit strikeout outing. I'll give him 10 Ks over 7 innings, dude. Throwing maybe about like 98, 99 pitches. Giving up, I would say gives up maybe a run, honestly, off of 3 hits, maybe getting into a little bit of trouble. But nonetheless, dude, I think he's gonna have a great outing, continuing to show that Senga deserves to be, in the MLB, and is gonna be, have a bright future down the stretch here for the Mets. And then, like I was saying before, Alonso off to a hot start, right? We know that he's leading the league in home runs. He's been, absolutely hitting towering homers. I would expect he has no issue against Caprillion. Honestly, first inning, dinger, Alonso, setting the tone, dude. Maybe Nimmo gets a nice walk, McNeil gets on base, 2-run homer, Alonso. They're up 2-0 early. Senga's able to chill. And then from there on, I think it could be kind of a snowballing, slippery slope, Matthew, as the Mets go on to victory 6-1.
Sounds like a plan, dude.
Right? Yeah.
We have a couple comments here, actually.
Couple comments.
Oh, LA Barnaby and stuff says, "Go Yankees."
Let's go.
Is that your dad behind the?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
And then Michael says, "Wow, Brian Barnaby, the GOAT, showing off the fresh haircut. Tony finds militant. Matthew, how the hell are you?
Go to the military.
Tony, blue-eyed wonder, what is up? Love the show, love life. Let's go." He says.
Let's go, Michael.
And then Matthew Gaber says,
Go.
Oh, and I believe we did miss my mother's earlier comment. Just if we could post that.
Okay.
Or one of these games, a mother's game, LOL. So
one of these games, a mother's
really
dying.
wants to go to a Yankee game with your mother, telling.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Who was the other mother in the mix? Was it Matt's mom?
It must be.
And Michael's,
right? Yeah, and Michael's, yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
It's the mother's trip,
the 4
dude.
years.
Look at you. What are you doing?
What were you going to say?
Well, I was saying, prefer to comment. He goes, my favorite seafood dish is the galamad. It's squid sit. Thank you.
Why he's so like the play on words? He just can't let it go.
Some of them are pretty good.
I think they're all terrible.
Exquisite. I mean, exquisite. No, exquid.
Barnes hates it, dude.
No, because it's corny. Is it not corny? Am I making this up?
Have corn.
Corn is really good, by the way, though.
I do enjoy corn.
Being corny
dude.
sucks, though.
Which corn?
If you're corny.
Oh, yeah. But do you like Mexican street corn, though?
Never had
the cojada cheese and stuff?
Yeah.
Never had it.
Little spice. I forgot what spice they use with that.
It is good, Tony.
Yeah.
I think I would love it, dude.
You know who actually has a really good one? And I know, they rip you off, whatever, but Bar Taco. Excellent.
Taco tea.
Yeah, and it comes on the cob.
Michael and I went to
But
Malibu.
you get it off the cop.
No, I
Michael and I
prefer
went
the
to
cop.
Malibu last weekend.
Malibu sucks,
No, it
dude.
doesn't,
Yes, it
dude.
does. It's
You
so
weren't
beat.
here, dude. It was
so
great.
beat.
I was
We
only
so
got to
beat.
go there,
So
fucking
beat.
enjoy
I'm
it,
glad
dude.
I wasn't there.
I was only
You wish you were there, dude.
I was only there that one time we went
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Mickey's birthday.
It was good.
Yeah, it was good.
It's
No,
good,
it's not.
Tony.
Nothing's
You're
good
the only
there.
person,
Now-
dude, on planet Earth who doesn't think that place
Now,
is good.
That's
Matthew,
ridiculous.
Matthew,
The
I'm
whole
kind of
planet,
curious.
That's a
dude.
ridiculous
So,
statement.
like,
No, dude.
like value aside, but just quality of the food.
No,
do you
terrific.
but do you like bar taco?
No
or
value.
Like not
No, the
value, just
quality. Yeah,
quality.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, he's all
It's
right,
just,
I
dude,
guess.
they skimp you on the fucking
The
portions.
oyster.
I think,
Would
dude.
you like
Oh,
oysters
yeah.
or no?
Yeah, that was
oyster
the
taco
favorite.
is
Yeah. Did they bring it back or
ridiculous.
not?
Oh, they all year round, not just
Oh,
summer
what the
now.
fuck,
Yeah,
dude?
you haven't been there in a long time.
No, dude.
The guac, I think, is really good.
Yeah, of course.
And then have a mog with it.
Go
you
to
know, good-
Malibu's my spot.
I will
Yeah,
say-
I'd pick Malibu over Bar Taco any day.
When I was at Bar Taco with Mike, this was probably last summer. There was some guy.
Westport.
Yes. A guy at the bar, probably like we were there for a couple hours. He did not stop juicing limes
Yeah,
like the whole time, bro. Like he was just juicing lime
lime ban
for hours.
You
dude. It was
know,
crazy.
limes are key, especially in a good guacamole. You need your lime. That's for sure.
I forget what we got there. We got a couple tacos. It was like fucking $100 for like 4 tacos and a couple.
Oh
mugs.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
ridiculous.
You lose your shirt,
Yeah.
but I'm not kidding though. I
Take
just
my pants,
the
dude.
flavor
it's
combinations.
hard shit. Dude.
The flavor combinations with the marg and the,
Yeah, well,
the chips. I it's so good. I can't help it. It's so good. I
Good
know
margs.
it's a ripoff. I know it.
Good
but-
marks for
it's
sure.
so good.
Damn, there's gotta be a better Spanish place around here.
Let's
Well, Malibu's not really Spanish though. It's like
Mexican,
California,
Tex-Mex,
yeah.
whatever
Nah,
you say,
it's not
dude.
Tex-Mex.
no, but you know what's
It's all
tough
the
though.
fucking same.
You compare the
It's all
stuff
the same.
here to the stuff in Texas.
It's coastal, dude.
It literally, like the places here would go out of business in Texas.
Really?
It's unbelievable how good they are. I would say my favorite lupe tortilla, Tony. The filet mignon fajitas, unbelievable. The frozen margaritas.
Not a big
the
fajita
chips and
guy.
guacs. How come? Any particular?
I think
reason?
it's just like too much, dude. With the sizzling, and then you build your own thing, and it's just like I'm not like. I'd rather
about
just
you?
get like tacos
like 'em.
or
Yeah.
just a couple,
I
want
think you
tacos.
can't like steak
good
fajitas.
mix.
Like I could just get that every time, and I kind of do get that every time in a way when I go to
I
like.
would get that every
full
time, but I do get
I
that.
service.
every
do, yeah.
time. We gotta go to
Mexican place.
Secura soon.
Yeah, it's been a
dude.
long time.
Speaking
Maybe
of
Sakura
fajitas,
after golf. Golf in
Yeah.
Longshore.
Yo, and then dinner at
and
Secura.
Sakura right there. Done.
the hell's Longshore, dude?
but,
the
Longshore?
golf course by the beach when we go
In
cruise.
Westport.
I don't recall.
Off the Post Road,
You
Westport.
will. You will.
I know.
Down
I
the
know.
street from the
Post Road is-
Horseshoe.
Oh.
Left on Campo
Yeah,
Beach
it's not
Road.
far.
I don't know Campo Beach. I don't know that road.
If you saw it, you see it.
The golf course where the basketball hoops are outside on the beach. Where you and Tony, you and Michael shot there.
Campo Beach, I know that.
Yeah, that's
the golf course
right
next
there.
to it.
No, I didn't
Right,
see it.
right next
Oh
door.
my
It's there.
God.
It's,
Yes,
it's
he
there.
did.
I see the beach, and then
He's
there's
lying.
water.
He's
There's
lying.
water. The land stops, and there's water. There's no golf
dude,
course.
There's a golf
dude.
course right there, dude.
Anyway, Tony, one thing I did want to mention though,
The Mets
before
are
we
gonna
talk,
win?
well, no, you did say the Mets.
Do
I
you
guess
think
didn't
the
give
Mets
us-
are going to win?
Well, first of all, did you give a score?
Yes,
I don't-
it's what 6-1, 6-2. I said.
Okay, 6-2.
Do you think the
5-1.
Mets are going to win?
I do think the Mets are going to win, but what I was going to say, and I think they should sweep. I don't know if you have that expectation or
Oh
not.
yeah, the A's. Come on. Dude.
But how sick is it? And like sick to your stomach, sick to your stomach, not sick like it's cool. That the Oakland A's last season, we know about their atrocious payroll,
Right.
were the most profitable team in Major League Baseball
Really?
How can that be?
Like they
because their
they
payroll is
paid,
$30 million.
they paid the least amount of money for how many wins they got. You're saying like that means profitable?
No,
or
just
did they
just about their overhead. Because think about it, they got no one working at the stadium, no one goes, and then they're paying their roster $30 million. The Mets are paying over $200 million more. So that $200 million profit goes right in their pocket.
Yeah, but how much did they make last year? Do you know?
I don't know, but then they have revenue sharing from all the big market teams.
yeah.
It's such a broken
Oh,
system.
yeah.
That is like
Wait,
unacceptable.
revenue sharing meaning like when they come to City Field, they get money.
But just overall revenue sharing. I don't know
You don't know the
exactly how
details?
it's divided up, but yeah, they do.
That's pretty
from,
crazy,
From like
dude.
the higher like the luxury tax, I think gets
Right.
dispersed or something. I don't know how it
Oh.
works, but it's like they gotta force that owner out.
Yeah, the Mets have to sweep, dude.
And the thing is too, they're doing it in a really they're like almost showing up Major League Baseball because they're not competitive. At least the Rays do that. They spend maybe an extra $30 million
Yeah.
and still have a low $70 million payroll. But
But look at
obviously
them.
we see they're undefeated now,
Yeah.
but generally speaking, always competitive. This is like they just don't care and they're just pocketing money. It's like just cash out
Oakland
now.
sucks.
Yeah.
Cash out now. But I do think though, when they do get that stadium in Vegas, if it is
they
Vegas,
gotta go to Vegas.
then it's gonna be a brand, like they're gonna be
Mhm.
back. like back to Reggie Jackson days.
How do you feel about Salt Lake City, dude?
Catfish hunter. Salt Lake City, no. I don't think it's a baseball market. I know they talked about it, this and that, but I think Las Vegas should be first, and then I think Nashville should be second.
I think Nashville should be first, honestly.
Baseball's big in Vegas, dude. A lot of those, Harper's from Vegas.
Everything is big in Vegas, dude.
No, it'll just be awesome, like to go see like a Yankee series in Vegas. Like that is ridiculous.
Dude. Go to Vegas, gamble it all, and then go to the Yanks. Win it back.
Anyway,
so
speaking of the Yankees, and obviously, like I've already alluded to, we'll be there tonight, and we get a nice pitching matchup.
I won't be there tonight.
Of Tyler Mahle,
we won't. He
versus Uncle James, also known as Nestor Cortez Jr.
That's funny.
And you think about Nestor, I don't have the specific numbers.
We're gonna need to pull a picture of Uncle Jamie, by the way.
But Nestor, he doesn't have Facebook, but I think actually we could find it. But probably on my Facebook, honestly. But anyway. Nestor, I would say his track record in terms of following a Yankee loss is similar to what CC used to do.
Dude,
he gets pumped
that was
up.
A stat, dude. That was nice.
He gets pumped up, and he's like, no one's. And CC is another one of those guys. Like we're talking about Tino. That mentality,
alcoholic.
Not anymore.
Wow,
dude. Anyway, Tony. Wow, that was a little strong.
Was he not? Was he not?
Baltimore.
Go to falling out of the cab.
You heard about that, right?
Yeah,
that's how it started.
We almost went to Baltimore.
But you know
then everybody started
I'm
shooting
glad
each other.
that he's good now. He's a really good guy too. He's a big part of the Yankee organization.
Dude, I met him at MLB Network.
He was nice.
I couldn't believe how tall he was.
Oh yeah,
he's like 6'5".
I know, but like I never saw him in person. Just see him on TV. You don't
big man.
You can't really tell. And then all of a sudden, what the fuck, dude? Towering, man.
Big
but what I was gonna say is, with this pitching matchup, Nestor off the loss, we know he'll be fired up. His ERA is very good this year, 2.61 and 10 in the third innings. Tyler Mahle, former Cincinnati Red, 4.09 ERA, in 11 innings pitched, 13 hits, 13 strikeouts, 1 home run allowed. But, he's not used to facing the AL East. Like, this is his first year in the American League. So I think it's going to be a rude awakening. And it reminds me of my mentality going into Yankee games when, like, Jared Weaver was on the hill. And how funny is it, though, that he answered back when I said at the end of his career he couldn't strike out Bill Murray? I can't believe he tweeted me back for that.
Because he knows, dude. He sucks.
Yeah,
dude.
exactly. He was throwing like 82. But anyway, I think they're going to score 5 in the first. And I think they're going to be the ones that scored double digits this year. Nestor is going to be pumping his fist this game. And Nestor's I think he's going to give him 7 scoreless. Yeah. 10 strikeouts.
Deep game for Nestor.
And maybe he pitches into the 8th and he gets a little tip of the cap as he walks off the field. I hope I get to see that. But I think he's going to give them the effort they need.
I hope he throws you his cap.
And I think, the Yankees, I want to say really all the big names will step up here. I could see Judge easily going like 3 for 5, a homer, 4 RBIs. LeMahieu having 4 hits, setting the table at the top of the lineup.
I think Stanton's gonna hit one like 500 feet.
Stanton, it'd be nice to see another one from Stanton live. So I think end of the day, the Yankees will defeat the Twins. We're gonna go 11-2, also known as the same score as yesterday, but vice versa.
Wow, dude.
What do you think about that
answer,
Tony?
Dude?
Honestly.
I think it's possible. 11-2, I think, is a little rich for me. But I mean, the Yankees gonna win. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, it's an answer. They're answering.
No, they have to answer back.
No doubt.
Go to my next pick here. I think I'm gonna go with the Angels. Actually, on the mound tonight is Patrick Sandoval. I believe he was drafted by Houston originally, right? He was on
he might have
Astros, I think, originally. But they're playing Boston tonight, so. It's actually pretty interesting. LA's minus 125 right here on the road. The ESPN matchup predictor has Boston winning this game, actually.
Boston?
But I know, which is pretty surprising. But, Patrick Sandoval, who's had a decent start to the season. He had 2 starts, I believe, one against, was it Oakland? No, it's not Oakland. I just had it up. Maybe Toronto. I think it was Toronto. Did well. Yeah, he did well at Toronto. 6 innings, 1 earned run, and then against Oakland, 5 innings, 1 earned run there. You look at his pitches here. He kind of uses all 4 of his pitches pretty evenly in terms of percentage here. He's got a nice changeup. He's got a fastball, slider, and a sinker as well. He also has a cutter, but he barely uses the cutter. So a great, I guess, mishmash of pitches here. And again, he's been pretty effective, against teams like Oakland, against better teams like Toronto. Here he's going to be against Boston. So I'd imagine he does pretty well through this lineup. And Tanner Hook
Tony, come on. Were you kidding or no?
No, yeah.
How do you say it?
I don't know how you say it.
So you were kidding.
Yeah.
No, you weren't kidding. That's what I meant. But anyway, I'm going to say it one time only. It's Hauk.
That's a stupid name, dude.
Can't believe you don't know Tanner Hauk.
Anyway, you look at him, the 26-year-old, having, I guess, okay starts this season against Detroit and Baltimore, respectively. Both 5 innings, give up 2 earned runs in each of those games, too. So, again, youthful pitcher like himself, kind of maybe running into some issues. I would imagine LA, I don't know, maybe a little bit more of a pitcher's duel tonight. You know, maybe you can kind of pick it up. Sandoval does well, low-scoring game. LA kind of wins it maybe at, top of the 9th, like, Boston's relievers getting in trouble here. They kind of get some runners on base, score some. I'm going to say maybe like a 3-1 victory, LA.
Love it. I know you're going to love this selection.
Oh, no.
I'm going to take Thor in the Los Angeles Dodgers. And obviously, Syndergaard, great first start. Shellacked last start. Goes into this start against the Cubs, who I think have been more competitive than I expected to start the season, 6-5. He's opposed by Justin Steele, 12 innings, sparkling, 0.75 ERA. Hasn't faced the Dodgers, of course, and I think that's going to be a rude awakening. Dodgers coming off 10 runs scored against the Giants in their last game. Max Muncy leads the team with 5 home runs. I think he'll add his 6th. Tony's guy, Freddie Freeman, 353 to start this year. Batting average.
He's so good.
I think he's going to go 3 for 5 with a dinger. Muncy homers, and then Mookie Betts will hit for the cycle in a 8-2 victory over the Cubs. And I think Syndergaard, 6 innings, 10 strikeouts. We haven't seen that out of Syndergaard in a while.
Yeah.
2 earned, 4 hits, 1 walk for his first victory as a Los Angeles Dodger.
I don't know why you're so hot on Syndergaard all the time, dude. Do you think Muncy keeps up somewhat of his home run production this season, though? Or
yeah, I think he'll hit 30, but he also might hit under 230.
That's tough, dude.
Yeah.
But all right, whatever. Dodgers, that's fine, dude, if you want that. My next pick here, I guess give me the Brewers here. Against the Padres here is Michael Wacha gets the start there for
former
San Diego.
Legends.
Pretty crazy how many former Mets are, in California, honestly. It's kind of outrageous. But Milwaukee, having a solid start. They're 9-4. Willie Adames having a solid start. Wilson Contreras, dude, 351 batting average right now. Slugging 405, OBP of 415 here.
William Contreras. Wilson is on the Cardinals. His brother.
Oh, yeah, William. Yeah, sorry. And I feel like for someone like William Contreras, someone who I feel like was looked at and like, sort of deal. To start this off for a team like the Brewers, I mean, you got to respect that a little bit. Of course, we know San Diego has their hitters. Bogart's off to a great year, 4 home runs, batting 340 with 10 ribbies here, leading the team in those 3 categories as of right now. But you would imagine there'd be some competitives. You know how great Machado can be, Soto. Machado's been absolutely locked down, too, at third base so far this season. His defense has been great. But I think Wacha, trouble early, doesn't really last long. Maybe 3 innings, I'm thinking. Like, trouble early. Yelich, hard on him. Adames, hard. Dingers early. Flying out of
Petco Park.
So give me Milwaukee here. I'd say they win. I'd say 5-2.
Wow. All right. So for my third selection here, I am gonna go with the Toronto Blue Jays over the Rays. We talked about Barrios. We talked about Rasmussen, Tony, who's quickly becoming one of your favorites.
It's a great name.
And listen, Barrios, let's be real, has been a complete train wreck since coming over from Minnesota. Almost was a Met. We had an infamous report about that from SNY. I just think, the Rays, I mean, it's such a long season. It's so hard to be perfect game in and game out. And the Blue Jays, despite the loss yesterday, have been playing better baseball since I think it was like a 1-3 start, 0-3, whatever it was. So I think the bats will be going. I could see Bichette, Vladdy, Springer doing some damage. I want to say Vladdy will go deep, and Bichette will go 4 for 5, 4 RBIs. Barrios, a sparkling 6 scoreless innings, 6 strikeouts, and the Blue Jays will win 6-0.
What is this? Your third time picking against the Rays?
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm just telling you, when we have our show at the Horseshoe on Sunday, we're gonna be talking about the Rays 2-game losing streak. So just letting you know.
I don't know, dude. Come on.
Guarantee
2-game losing
Tony.
streak, dude. I don't think so.
Michael knows it.
I don't think so.
Matthew knows it.
I don't know what Michael was thinking because
You know it.
he just said mishmash, splish, splash. So
He was taking a bath.
Yeah, I know we've been doing 3, but let's go 4 this time.
We would go
One
4s,
more
dude?
pick.
Okay. I'm
What are you doing over there?
I'm surprised
want more?
Yo, can I fucking talk, dude?
Fucking talk.
Speaking of, making a 4th pick, I'm gonna make mine right now. Give me Atlanta, who I believe they did call up Grissom actually because
Yeah,
RC is injured, 10-day IL. Vaughn Grissom up at
Josh
shortstop.
Donaldson situation, hand being forced.
Right, of course.
Alvarez,
but again, I mean, you can't
Navarez.
listen. Braves are deep. They have a lot of talent to go around.
Grissom could be an all-star though.
Grissom is going to be an all-star. Okay,
Tony
Don't worry
misses
about it.
Syndergaard so much.
Says Michael. Oh fuck! My 4th pick is Saturday's game. I picked the Twins. Says prefer. And
But
then
do
Michael
you think
says
he's laughing to himself in all seriousness?
Prefer or Michael?
In his like little safe room that he's got going on where he can't go out in public. You think he's chuckling?
yes, he's definitely chuckling.
Is
himself.
Michael chuckling?
Always.
All right.
You
can hear it in the
tone that
It's
Tony
its own
misses
thing.
Syndergaard so much. Misspelled Syndergaard, by the way, but that's okay, dude. I don't miss Syndergaard. He is a bum, dude. He's an idiot, terrible attitude, and honestly, his stuff is not there anymore. It's not there. How many times
Matt
are we gonna
Blake.
How many times are we gonna move to a different team? How many times? He gets no, dude. No, it's not there. Okay, and he's gotten popped so far
Nothing
this
just-
season as well.
First start was great.
you have
though.
8 hits.
Not his first start.
Are you sure?
No, that was the last start.
He's had 2 starts.
Yeah, the first start, it was great. I think it was 6 scoreless innings and then popped last start.
6 innings, 1 earned run.
Yeah.
And then against Diamondbacks, 4 innings. They're both against Diamondbacks. 4 innings, 8 hits, 6 earned runs, 2 homers. I don't know, dude. I mean, we haven't seen it from him from a while. We haven't seen anything good from him from a while. In a while,
He
dude.
wasn't bad with Philadelphia. last year.
Oh,
He just didn't want to pitch against the Mets,
He was
which
stuck
was
in the Mets all
insane.
season, dude. Like,
Something must have happened. Like somebody, did something. Let's just put it that way. I'm telling you. Because there's
possibly,
just
dude.
too much animosity there.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll find out eventually. But anyway, Braves, Grissom. I mean, he's gonna hit a dinger tonight. He's gonna be hyped. Shortstop. You can imagine, like bottom of the first, he's just making some quick plays on Kansas City here, making some good outs. Great defense translates to some hype at the plate for him. He's gonna take Brady Singer deep. As much as I enjoy Singer, Charlie Morton on the mound there for the Braves. Connecticut, great.
Right.
39-year-old here. Not bad. We obviously know he's the older, I guess, worst part of the rotation, if you want to say that, which doesn't really, mean that much because the rotation is so great. You look at his few starts, give up 3 earned runs against St. Louis, gave up 2 against San Diego. Tough hitters, obviously. Kansas City probably can get through maybe a little bit more. Who's the DH for Kansas City? Is it Perez?
He's
the catcher.
Yeah.
Anyway, dude, I feel like, I guess Perez, I mean, he has 2 dingers, I guess, but other than that, leaving the team with 2 dingers. So obviously not like a home run team. Huge. He maybe gives up 1 to Perez. But other than that, dude, give me the Braves here. And again, I want to say pretty decisively. I'll say 4-1.
How about this? 3 out of my 4 picks picked yesterday. So going back to the wall, Tony. This time going to be different.
Better hope so, dude.
Going with the Cards. You got
Nice.
Jake Woodford, excuse me.
Monty
versus
disappointed me.
Johan Oviedo. And I just think the Cards, obviously 5-8, not the start they wanted. Pirates reverse that 8-5. Fan base hyped up all that. Road game though in St. Louis. Should be a well-attended game. Friday night, 8:15. I got 7:15 local.
Wasn't Woodford like good last year?
I'm not actually that familiar with him. I was thinking about this more from an offensive perspective. I think Arenado, Goldschmidt, they could do some damage against Oviedo. So Woodford is 26, and last year he was 4-0, 27 games, only 1 start. So he was a bullpen guy.
Right.
And had 24 strikeouts in 48 innings, so not a strikeout pitcher. But
low ERA.
I think he can do this well against the Tigers. I think, like I said, Goldschmidt in the 350s. I think he homers, Arenado homers, 5-0. Reverse score yesterday. Cardinals over the Pirates, Tony.
Love it, dude. Surprised you didn't take the Mariners tonight.
You know, they've disappointed me to start.
It seems like a lot of teams have.
Yeah. But
it's tough, dude.
What are you going to do? Let's go now, though, to the world of the National Hockey League.
Here's Matthews. Scores! Hat-trick goal!
My goodness, this is a great shot.
Big hit on the far side by the car. He flattens Jordan's skull. Oh, my goodness.
That's the top right back. Terrifying and robbed by Shesterkin. That's brilliant from Igor Shesterkin.
It's a breakaway to win it in overtime. McDavid scores the winner in overtime.
Thought the Rangers last night were headed to overtime, and I was watching the game, when I was out to eat. They overturned the goal. It was like 1.3 seconds left.
Yeah,
dude, a kick in. And it's one of those things
kind of
like
bogus
with the offsides, Tony. But I don't know. I just think the puck finds its way into the net. Why do we need to have stipulations? Well, it's going to be like soccer. Soccer on skates.
Soccer has offsides, no?
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying why you can't kick it in.
Oh.
It's like, but it can hit off your stick. So what's the difference if it hits off your skate?
It can hit off your skate. You just can't kick it in.
But is it because soccer on skates or no?
I don't think so. I don't know. I kind of like that. I kind of enjoy that rule.
Really?
Yeah. Because that's the whole point. I mean, and then what? We're gonna have you can hit it in with your hand too.
No, that's a handball.
Yeah, that's no way, dude. Come on, this is not soccer.
Oh my god. So that being said, a couple games left to finish out the NHL regular season tonight. But we do have a bunch of playoff matchups set. Just looking,
dude.
At the schedule here, the big thing that we have circled on our calendar: Rangers Devils on Tuesday. So we get that matchup.
I kind of wish they were playing Monday. But that's fine.
Was with Stacks. I'm glad that they're not though, because I'm going to be at the Aaron Boone Brian Cashman thing. So
I'm going to be at practice Tuesday night.
That's fucking Barnes. That's going to be so sick.
Hey, Brian, come here a minute.
Yeah. I want to talk to you.
Hey, Aaron,
come here. We'll talk outside.
Tony misses his hair.
The long hair, honestly. I don't know. I don't think so, dude.
Looks good, dude. I like your hair, Tony.
Yeah, I like my hair too.
But
thank you, Matthew.
So just to give
I will
everyone,
say, I'm a lot cooler with the without all the curls.
Yeah, you got it. Summer, you got to have shorter hair. Go military. It's good for you.
Be militant in the military.
So what we have set in stone Monday, Kings Oilers. So that should be an interesting series. I know. When we talk about those games, Tony's going to be favoring Kopitar.
Absolutely.
And the Kings there. Panthers Bruins, that could be a sweep, in my opinion.
Kopitar.
And then an interesting series, and I know I didn't get a chance to text him back, but Chokri was telling me earlier that the tickets for there are pretty expensive. I'm seeing on here as low as $154, but maybe where he sits, I could see it being in the twos. I know typically, those are $20, $30 seats at times. That's going to be a great series, and I know he's concerned, since the Sevy injury, play has dropped off. So it'll be interesting to see, what version of the Hurricanes that we get.
That's going to be really tough against the Islanders. And I think they're expecting Matthew Barzal to be back for this series. Maybe not the first game, but certainly the second game. And, Barzal is someone who kind of splashed onto the scene as a rookie for the Islanders maybe 5 years ago and has been their leading goal scorer ever since, obviously suffering a tough injury at the trade deadline. And has been out for since then, basically since they got Horvat. They had a couple games together, and then he was injured. But Brock Nelson has been kind of picking up his slack. I believe he has like 36 goals in the season. For someone his age, I want to say Brock Nelson's like 34. He's got to be up there in age. So I mean that's honestly great for the Islanders. And again, like a team that was counted out at the trade deadline, made a move. Best player gets hurt, counted out again. Went on an absolute tear. And has great goaltending, has great defense, has obviously a well-knit team who are just excited to bring their momentum from the regular season in the postseason. You bank that on Hurricanes without, Svechnikov here. I mean, it's going to be a little tough, I think, for the Hurricanes, dude.
Yeah. Moving on to Tuesday, you got Jets and Knights. You'd expect the Golden Knights to have the upper hand here, and I think they had a very sneaky 51 wins, a lot of peaks and valleys in their season. The Lightning Maple Leafs, which is interesting. Obviously, we were talking about, what was it, 20 years that they haven't won in the first after the first round?
Yeah.
Or almost, right? 19 years, I think. 04, did we say?
Yeah.
So, and then you think about the Lightning as Michael with his Arizona attire walking in here. You have the Lightning. They've been to 3 straight Stanley Cup finals. Are you still of the belief, Tony, despite Mitchell Marner and Michael Bunting, you think the streak continues for Toronto with the first round exits? Renee coming in hot with the iced coffee.
That's my hat.
Thank you.
That? Fitted. Yeah, dude. No one. I didn't put it on yet.
Tony, what do you think?
So fucking hot in here.
Bunting, Marner.
I think they run somewhere with the Lightning. Braden Point, 50 goal season, dude. So he had 2 goals, I think, last night. Yeah, dude. So I think they're gonna run. And Vasilevsky does perform in the playoffs too. Right. He's looked better down the stretch of the
season. Are they worn out though? I mean, it's been a long couple years.
I don't think so. I think they're tight that they didn't get the triple, 3 year in a row. They have a turkey, as you would say. And again, Maple Leafs. I mean, dude, statistically, they don't do well in the playoffs. They never have. But I think, honestly, if one person were to be a catalyst for the Maple Leafs, it's going to be Jonathan Tavares.
Yeah.
Honestly. We've seen him have some really bright spots. Another player who had some, peaks and valleys throughout the season, but has had a good season overall this year for the Maple Leafs. A great leader on the ice, a great center, veteran player. We know that has experience in the playoffs too. So I want to say to watch out for him for the Maple Leafs, but they're definitely going to have some trouble getting through the Lightning. It's going to be a great series for sure.
And, the only other, Avalanche will play. And you see they're without their captain for the playoffs.
McKinnon?
No, it's some guy I've never heard of. And Stacks was talking about this yesterday when he was talking in nauseum about the Devils. Oh, my God. He's going to game 1. They're so high. They have all these prospects. I want to record him and play it back to him sometime.
They have Luke Hughes, Jack Hughes' brother.
Yeah, he scored the game. Oh, yesterday.
Overtime.
He's so good.
It's pretty crazy how good he is. Oh, Gabriel Landeskog is their captain, really?
No, it's so funny. So we were at Zodi's, which is the restaurant at the course, next to the house. Yeah. So there was a Ranger fan, like a husband and wife sitting next to us. So Stacks, he always thinks like everybody wants to hear him talk and be very negative about the Rangers. So he's like, that's not going to count. And the lady literally goes, "You're the most negative person I've ever heard."
Are you serious?
Right to his face, I was dying laughing.
That's hilarious.
And I was like making fun of him. I go, "Yeah, I think the Devils are going to win 4 straight Stanley Cups." Like, cause he's just insane. Like on and on. So he's going to game 1. And listen, Michael, I feel differently. He's not annoying about it.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not annoying like Tony.
Oh.
Like Stacks, you mean?
Oh yeah, Stacks. I thought we were talking about Tony.
No.
Hey, Stacks, come here.
But I do think, Tony, and I mean, it's kind of an obvious thing, but I'm saying it anyway. I do think it's important, that game 1 on Tuesday at the Prudential Center. Start the series out on the right foot. Send a message. You want to see physicality early, aggressiveness, and you really want to set the tone and take game 1 here on the road.
You have to.
Excuse me.
Are you okay, Tony? You choking? You need help?
Yeah, choking on this hot, stagnant air.
It's not hot. Would you agree, Tony?
I mean, how do you not agree with that? I mean, I think obviously you're a little worried about the Devils. They've had a great season for sure.
I'm not worried though for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, you weren't worried about the fucking Penguins either, buddy.
Yeah, we won.
Anywho, dude. Obviously, they are a really talented team. They have a lot going for them. The youthfulness, the momentum. The surprise season they've had. They are very good. So
amazing.
Dude. They have such talent. They have depth. Lines 1 through 4 are great. Their defense is great. They have a great leader.
But you know what they don't have?
Experience. They don't have experience in the playoffs. But I mean, you don't take them for granted at all. You have to come out. They're going to be a really fast team. Rangers have enough speed.
Let's
and
punch them in the mouth
with
too.
Them. Yeah, like I want to see
right
Trouba,
in the mouth.
and I want to see Miller.
I want to see Trouba with a major in the first period.
Dude, honestly, I want to see Trouba like last season with questionably hard hits. Like they're clean, but you're kind of like, that was fucking crazy, you know? And he has come out like hot. Like, dude, Luke Hughes starting in the playoffs. The guy's like fucking 19, bro. Like he should be put in the dirt, dude. Yeah, literally. Like get on him early, often, like rip him apart, make fun of his mom, do something crazy, dude. Like literally,
Do something crazy.
Like
Do
you
something
gotta like
crazy.
get in their heads early if you're playing the Devils because they don't know that feeling, right? So that's where going to be a key. It can be a huge mental game, dude. Huge.
Totally
Honestly,
huge.
and you know we'll talk more about this actually on Sunday, Monday, I'm sure. I just have this in my mind: the Rangers win game 1, lose game 2, and then win out the rest of the series. Also known as a gentleman's. I envision that. I see it, and I think Devils, nice story, but it's just not their time. Quoting Michael, just not this year.
That's what Michael said about the Devils?
Coming. But it's not this year.
Michael says it's not their year for the Devils.
No, I think
he's just as a principal.
Yeah, as a principal.
Principality.
Tony, how ridiculous is it? Landeskog, or however you say his name, has been on the Avs for 10 years. We've never heard of him, and he scored 30 goals this year. How have we not heard of him?
I mean, I've heard of him, Brian.
But you weren't. But like, there was
no. I was never that key on him. Honestly, I really thought Nathan McKinnon was their captain too.
I thought McCarr would be.
And I'm kind of surprised. Did he has he not played at all this this season?
Oh, that's why. Okay.
What's his deal, dude?
Yeah, so I guess he was coming back from an injury. I don't know what the injury was.
And he's just still out.
They probably thought he was going to be back for the playoffs. He's not. So, yeah, Stacks is making a big deal. He just doesn't know what he's talking about.
Like, it sounds like he doesn't know what he's talking about. And he's making me confused. And I don't like it. So I feel like
I can't wait. I'm going to rub it in his face so bad.
The Avalanche, they're not going to have an issue. And I know it's still TBD who they're playing, right?
Yeah. He's not going to be able to handle it.
No, he's not going to get tight. He's going to get tight.
But Tony, it's not a loss if he's never played with them this year.
Yeah, no, obviously, dude.
I mean,
it would be nice to have him back, but even so, like a huge injury out for the whole season, like what do you even expect from him, dude?
Yeah. And it's funny. I was just kind of thinking about this, with the Rangers' first game on Tuesday. How crazy is it, Renee, that it was a year ago that we watched the game at your house?
The Ranger game?
The Ranger game.
Against the Penguins?
Remember that? We tried to do the broadcast. Copyright. How are you?
Rangers were
three overtimes.
Yeah, Renee was so tight that it was so late.
Yeah, she went to bed. Triple overtime.
She went to bed.
I want to say that may have been the last time I was ever there, dude.
Dude.
Yeah,
dude. Remember you ate all the bagels?
Yeah, I had a bagel, dude. It was great. I was hungover.
Tony, what's the deal though? With the TBD with the Avalanche, is it for they're playing whoever gets the last wild card spot in the West? Is that what it is?
I think it's because if they can jump Dallas because they're a point behind Dallas.
Yeah.
So they could take the Central Division.
Okay.
So they would just play someone. They would play.
They would play the wild card. So they would play the Jets, right? Or no, the Jets match was already set.
Yeah.
Kraken or Wild, right?
Kraken or Wild, yeah, I guess.
So yeah, that'll be interesting to see. But either way, you'd expect them to have the upper hand. Playoff hockey will be exciting. Can't wait to talk about it with everybody. And go to Prefer's comment for a second.
But first is after hockey, I have a question. I heard Aaron Rodgers and Jets trade hit a snag. What if Rodgers doesn't come to New York?
I have to say, there's just so much going on right now. Of course, want Rodgers come to the Jets, but I feel like I'm just not even thinking about that right now. I mean, there's just too much important stuff going on.
Yeah, not to mention that is so unimportant and dragged out and stupid. Like, get a fucking life. Not prefer, but like Rodgers. Like, honestly, get a fucking life, Rodgers.
And not to sound too like downtrot, but it's like, you know what? I mean, if something ends up happening and he doesn't come, I mean, am I like I've taken so many beatings from the Jets over the years? Like, it's like, is it really gonna be that hard to get through? You know what I mean?
And besides, dude,
it's like whatever.
Now, Rodgers is a fucking button.
I don't even care.
I just want to get to Yankee Stadium, right?
Yeah.
Let's just go to the world, Tony, of the National Basketball Association.
Dude, are you kidding me, dude?
You really actually that time.
The Bulls with LeBron James at the buzzer.
Tony, can you tell us what that is, dude? Because I'm just curious. I'm just staring at my
The Pizza Rustica pie? It's called a Pizza Rustica.
Yeah, we all had some yesterday.
Yeah, it's basically homemade bread. Like my family and I, we make it from scratch here. So we make the dough from scratch. And they make the filling. The filling is ricotta, pepperoni,
Madonna.
mozzarella, obviously like salt, pepper. Throw a couple eggs in there to mix it up for some nice texture. And then you lay down your dough in the bottom of the pan, put the filling in, dough on top. You bake it. You egg wash it every half hour. It's a great time.
Wow.
There.
See, the thing about egg washing is you gotta be super careful not to let the egg wash pull up on top of the dough.
Egg wash?
Then all of a sudden you take it out of the oven and there's a fucking omelet on top of your pie, and you don't want that, dude.
No, you don't want an omelet pie?
You gotta be careful. You gotta spread out the thinly egg wash.
An omelet pie sounds like my kind of time.
My kind of time here.
My kind of town.
So what I was gonna say, we're almost ready for a full playoff bracket NBA. 2 more playing games for the 8 seeds. Bulls Heat, followed by Thunder and the T-Wolves. And then we get, the first round officially beginning tomorrow. Michael's Knicks, 1 o'clock against the Cleveland Cavaliers. So it'll be nice to recap that. And how about this? By the time we go on air on Sunday,
that day,
the Knicks and the Lakers will have played their first playoff game. So that'll be something interesting to talk about.
Will it be?
I mean, Tony, at least there can't be like,
so you can't wait, dude.
There can't be a
You
little
love talking about
excitement for the Knicks just because it's New York. For you, I'm saying, not for me, but for you. You're a New Yorker.
Dude.
No, yeah, of course, dude. There's certainly some excitement. I'm happy for Michael.
Like, it would be interesting if they were able to, make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, have a chance to go to the finals.
Honestly, I would rather them knocked out so that it's just chill at the Garden for the Rangers. Nothing crazy, fucking.
But why not Pandemonia in New York?
No.
It's New York.
Rangers in New York, dude.
Libertelli.
I think we have Jason calling in here.
All right, let's hear it.
All right, Jason, you are live on the Sports Report. What's going on, bud?
What's going on? Am I on the show?
Yeah, you're live on the Sports Report.
Oh, what's up, guys?
What up, dude?
I heard there was a pizza rustica or whatever Tony said.
Yeah.
And I had to come over right away. I'm outside.
He's outside. He's outside. That's why he called. Michael's coming down to come get you.
Wow, dude.
My friend Michael's coming down.
Tony.
Dude, he's my friend too, by the way.
Okay, dude.
All right, we'll see you in a second, Jay.
Hang the fuck up, Jay.
Tony, we have another comment.
We do have a comment here from Indigo. It says, Brian can teach me how to golf.
Anytime, Indigo. We'd love to. You could join. We'll have 2 foursomes out there.
So does that entail you going to the West Coast, though, or does she come to the East Coast?
Actually, it'd be nice. I know Michael, a little questionable going to California, but
can't handle planes, Michael.
Really?
Yeah, he doesn't do planes.
But I feel like when we talked about this, he didn't allude to that.
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Oh, but you think that might be an underlying thing? He's playing it off.
Yeah, he's scared. Definitely scared.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, I don't love it, but it's just like I also don't love being in the car for especially California. What, a week? I mean, that's tough.
I'll side with that.
Yeah, no, you can't. You have to fly. There's no way you're driving to California. That's ridiculous, dude.
No, absolutely not. Jason, nice to have you with us, bud. Jim on.
He's here, everybody.
Yeah.
It's funny. We're talking like we're not still on the air. Right?
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Live
because it's fucking basketball. Dude. We have the basketball.
The downtown studios. But yeah. So I mean, Bulls Heat. I mean, I think after really getting almost embarrassed, I know they made a comeback later on in the game. I do kind of think the Heat should have the Bulls number. I just don't think the Bulls are ready for the playoffs. And then you would think the Thunder should be able to take out the T-Wolves. I think that locker room is divided. Tough loss against the Lakers. They had the game in hand and they blew it. And it'll be interesting to see though the battle between Gilgeous-Alexander and Anthony Edwards. So that should be a fun one. You'd expect a lot of scoring. But we can always talk about that.
Like, oh, hello?
What did you say?
Minnesota's not out?
It's because the play-in tournament.
Yeah, what is the deal? Wait, I thought it's a one and done.
Yeah. One last time I'm explaining this. All right. Play-in tournament involves the teams finishing 7 through 10, and then 7 plays 8, both conferences for the 7th seed. Winner gets the 7th seed. Loser plays the winner of the 9th place team versus the 10th place team for the 8th seed. It is stupid. We already talked about this. Everyone thinks it's stupid. No one likes it.
So the winner,
besides Adam Silverman,
so the loser,
as Michael would say,
the loser in the 9 versus 10 matchup is out.
Is out. Yes.
NBA fucking sucks.
It seems like there's like one too many playing games right there.
Yeah, because more games, more money.
I can't
but
believe
not more interest.
Honestly, no. We should maybe for Sunday we do some research and do a little deep dive in the ratings of the NBA.
Yeah,
and just tell everyone how much it sucks.
It just sucks.
I can't wait till after the first week of the playoffs. He'll be going off about how bad the ratings are. Guarantee it. That's not a good overnight.
NBA sucks ass, dude.
So do
but you know what doesn't? The PGA Tour. So I just wanted to
before we head out,
wrap up here. Just wanted to give
wrap it up,
a update from Harbor Town, Hilton Head. How nice would it be to go to Hilton Head to play golf?
I love Hilton Head, dude.
No, but on the water, dude. Are you kidding me? That'd be awesome.
Is there gonna be a cool breeze?
There definitely is a cool breeze.
An onshore breeze.
Man.
So we have a crowded leaderboard at the top. Justin Rose actually still in the lead at 9 under par, tied with Jimmy Walker. And then we have a couple golfers at 8 under par, including Scotty Scheffler, Aaron Rye, and Tommy Fleetwood. Victor Hovland teeing off at 117, obviously remaining at 7 under par. Our leader from earlier, Mark Hubbard, also at 7 under par. Jordan Spieth, 6 under par, and he's 11 holes through his round. So a crowded leaderboard at top, and judging by this pace, we should be into the 20s under par. So everything playing out well there in Harbor Town. And I definitely encourage everybody, including Indigo, who's looking to get into the golf realm of things, to watch this tournament. The sight lines are unbelievable, and I can't wait to play there one day.
The sights and sounds speak for themselves.
And speaking of sights and sounds, Tony, we'll be seeing some of mine at Yankee Stadium for Tino Martinez bobblehead day.
What's the protocol, or I guess the parameters to get this bobblehead? First, like how many thousand fans?
Usually, Matthew, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't it? Oh, 10, really? 000? I thought it was 20. No. First 20,
okay, yeah, I think you're right. The first 20,000 fans,
48,000.
So you're telling me right now that in Yankee Stadium are 20,000 Tino Martinez bobbleheads.
Well, then you think about the staff and stuff. I bet there's a couple thousand for the staff.
Yeah, probably, right? We're talking like 25, 30,000 bobbleheads.
Take care of the staff.
Who would we say between you and Matthew, who likes the bobblehead more, if we had to say?
I love bobbleheads in general, so
this is one of those things you've all think bobbleheads are beat.
You don't like bobbleheads, dude?
I just like one thing that I just listen, like whatever, like obviously a Yankee thing, of course I'm gonna like it, but the people that get crazy over the bobbleheads, like, all right, maybe if you want to make a quick buck, like a rare one, whatever, but like just for the their to put up on the shelf, kind of weak, honestly, like kind of like a little silly. If I had to,
I mean, come on, there's way worse things to collect. There's way worse things to collect.
No, there is, but I'm saying it's not.
Did you know someone who collected bobbleheads? Is there an underlying guy here?
I might know a couple. I'm not going to name anybody, but I might know a couple people who like bobbleheads and are real into it and want to make a collection. Oh, the Yeti, Star Wars bobbleheads. I just can't do it. Like, it's like I almost would rather play pickleball than collect bobbleheads, honestly. But no, I
definitely would rather play pickleball.
Actually, no, I wouldn't. I'm still excited about that. But
you don't like pickleball?
There's just no time for it.
Right.
There's no place in the world,
dude. Terrible takes.
I'd rather go on the Port Jeff Ferry.
I mean, so would I.
Tony's type.
We can play pickleball on the ferry.
How about for a bobblehead?
How about that?
Let's tee off.
I would tee off. Hit a few into the sounds from the deck.
Oh,
would you be down to do that, Tony?
I'd be down to do that.
Would be,
and then you could drive the boat,
and then you get banned from the ferry.
Yeah, and
the ferry.
You could drive it into the land, like Titanic.
Berg. But yeah, definitely a big weekend, obviously, with the game tonight, course tomorrow, and then of course the horseshoe. Everybody watching who's in the area, really encourage you guys to stop by. We're gonna have a great show starting at 6:30 on Sunday. We're gonna talk about obviously all the major sports. We're gonna get people up on the panel, really get a lot of ideas flowing, a lot of good positive energy. That's what the horseshoe's all about. That's what downtime is all about, and that's what we're all about. So,
unless you play pickleball or collect bobbleheads,
or you're a Boston
then you're
Red
out.
Sox fan.
Dude.
I was gonna say Mets fan, but I'll give that a pass.
Come on, we got one of our own.
Yeah, exactly.
Devils fan.
Devils fan.
Another one of our own.
Can't do it. But is he really though?
Who?
Michael.
He's saying he's a fraud.
I think it's.
I mean, dude, he was like borderlining Rangers fans
last year.
No, like even at the start of the season.
No, you know what it is? It's nostalgic for him because growing up,
Devils,
their jersey, all of that. But
Marty,
Marty,
hey, Marty,
that's your sister-in-law.
What are you doing with her? Why are you with her?
Okay.
Oh man, but
What happened?
Tony, could you enlighten us on what's coming up on Screen Time?
Yes, dude. So we actually have a lot of news to cover, predominantly trailers. Jay's going to be in the house. Michael probably looming around the area.
No doubt, he's a loomer.
No doubt, looming, a linger.
Are we gonna get the heaters in here for Screen
Michael
Time?
confirms the nostalgia.
Honestly, dude, yeah, maybe we'll get some space heaters, make it hotter in here, dude.
Good. Tony. We're gonna nice
dude,
sweat,
it's really fucking ridiculous. But it's gonna be great, dude. One big trailer, Fool's Paradise. Are you a fan of Charlie Day, dude? I couldn't imagine you are. It's Always
Who the
Sunny.
fuck is Charlie Day?
It's Always Sunny.
Yeah. He's all right.
Come on, you don't think Always Sunny is funny?
No, he does. Brian does not think that show is funny.
That is
at all.
that is something where I think I would rather play pickleball than watch that show. Honestly.
I can't believe you're a Friends fan, dude. Like,
dude, that is the weirdest,
that
the
is
weirdest
crazy,
thing, dude.
No, but see, I think that got a little lost in translation. So
Friends sucks.
It does suck, dude.
Growing up, me and my sister used to watch all the episodes, but I haven't watched an
You don't
episode
care.
in like 8 years.
You know what show also
I think you guys
sucks?
think like I'm like watching it on the side.
You know what
like,
show also
No,
sucks?
but you like it though.
You know what show also sucks is How I Met Your Mother. That show sucks.
Hey, Bones!
That show blew it. Michael says Barnes is right. LOL, the nostalgia. Anyway, noon screen time.
that already, bro.
Don't go anywhere.
I said that.
Don't go anywhere.
You can't
Noon.
leave.
It's like a
Screen
hostage
time.
situation.
Grab a quick drink because I'm sure you're fucking hot.
And thirsty,
people at home
dude.
are in their AC.
Tony's
Yeah.
speaking for himself.
Yeah.
Tony can't. He can't
I'm
handle
gonna
the
make sure
heat.
to have a couple gallons of water before I
Hydrate
Yeah,
hydrate.
you
yourself.
gotta hydrate, Brian.
Put some salt in there and lemon.
Packed house, it'll feel even hotter.
Yeah.
The
Oh, my
concrete,
God,
you
dude.
know, all of that. But
Do it
Oh,
all.
the
Do
concrete,
it all.
dude. There's no cross breeze at Yankee Stadium, dude.
Shut up,
looking
Tony.
forward to it. And you guys will obviously hear from me then. You will hear from Tony, Michael, possibly Renee or Matthew for a snippet on Screen Time, 12 o'clock.
That's all they're good
Definitely
for.
check that out. And definitely check out the archives on the YouTube page. Tony, Michael, Renee in costume. All of the episodes of Screen Time, Sportsport, Dream is Free, Gaming Corner, Vlogs, and the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So definitely check out all of that stuff, as well as the spring
Morphin Power
collection. A lot of hot items on downtimetv.com.
Flying off the shelves.
We want everybody
I'm getting a
to
bucket hat.
enjoy the day, enjoy the weekend, enjoy Screen Time. Let's go Yankees. And
Let's go
we
Mets.
will see you at the Horseshoe.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do.